It was a fine day in Sidelik Town. And this time of year there are lots of birthdays and parties. Which means you might catch some balloons as Lick send them downtown. This morning, Corey spoke to Patrick and Timmy. The last load of balloons we received was defective, complained Corey. They popped too easily, he explained. I'd like you all to return them. Yes, sir, said Timmy. Taking balloons can be fun, said Rick. Especially with us, added Pat. Timmy and Pat-Rick found the balloons and very carefully loaded them. They didn't want to set off any unneeded noises. I can take one of these carts to and from the factory in a minute, boasted Pat. I can do that with 2 carts, challenged Rick. Let's not try it, advised Timmy. These are fragile balloons, he reminded. We don't have time to goof off. But we do have time to be bossy, I see, grumbled Pat. Pat-Rick and Timmy pushed the carts along slowly through the scissor yard. Patrick started making spooky noises. Stop it, ordered Timmy. We have to work. Are you scared? Teased Patrick. Timmy just rolled his eyes. Suddenly he told the twins to stop the carts. You're going too fast, complained Timmy. We're going too slowly, groaned Pat and Rick. Better safe than sorry, said Timmy. I'll make sure the carts are okay. Rick spoke to Pat. Timmy is a really bossy Lick, don't you think? Definitely, agreed Pat. He can't have any fun. Let's loosen him up a bit with a trick, Rick said slyly. Pat agreed, and they messed with the carts as Timmy was checking them. Pat and Rick each poked a balloon. And those balloons each hit a balloon that was next to them. In a few moments, 6 balloons had popped. Timmy jumped. He was startled. He stood back up to see Patrick laughing at them. They sang rude songs. Timmy just scowled. He stormed out of the scissor yard. Fine! Take the balloons back your way, he shouted. They'll just pop all over you. Pat and Rick were angry. Jeff and Corey were passing by, and they stopped to speak to them. Where's Timmy going? Questioned Corey. He can't take a joke, muttered Pat and Rick. We popped some balloons to scare him for being too bossy to us. Why was he being bossy? Asked Jeff. He just didn't want to have any fun, said Pat-Rick. Timmy's a nice and fun guy, said Jeff, but he also knows when to work. Maybe you should have taken the job a little more seriously, said Corey. Otherwise, you can lap your way to the timeout bench. Pat and Rick agreed that Corey was right. Luckily, they saw Timmy at the factory. I guess we weren't focusing on work enough, admitted Pat. We'll behave if you will, offered Rick. Thank you, said Timmy. And I'll admit I was being a little bit bossy. These balloons are going to pop anyway, laughed Timmy. Let's have some fun. So Pat-Rick and Timmy jiggled the carts over to the factory door. Every few minutes, one would pop, which would make more of them pop. They were careful not to bump anything, but yet they still enjoyed it. We certainly won't do this with our next job, agreed Pat and Rick. But, said Timmy, we'll find some other way to enjoy it. So Timmy stayed more outgoing, and Pat-Rick stayed more serious ever since.